I think it's time for Bron Breakker to leave the division. Because when he came out for that 6-man tag, it just felt weird. You know, it's not like the Vision is a complete failure. I'm not going to go that far. But like right now, with no Bronson Reed, it just feels like just another group. And it should. Because Bron Breakker is at that level. He should be at that level. Right? Nobody cares about Theory. When he first debuted in the whole Vision thing, it was already a little weird with the Masked Man thing. But, you know, we had high hopes. Like, okay, maybe this can do something. But, like, right now, he's a champion, right? That's a success, I guess. But does anybody care about Austin Theory? I don't think they do. And Logan Paul is Logan Paul. Nobody likes Logan Paul. Not in a wrestling way, but in a we hate you in a personal way. So, it's like outside of Bronson Reed, who was injured, they don't have aura at all. They don't feel intimidating. You know, with Bronson Reed, all right, they got something, right? When he comes back, they can have Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed do their lose thing. But right now, it's just take Paul Heyman and Bron Breakker, put them away, put them over there. You can keep Theory and Logan Paul as a tag team, but like make Braun separate from that. You know, I think it's time. I think it's time, especially since he's feuding with Seth Rollins and he's holding his own, right? That match against CM Punk on the first Raw of 2026, that was great. So he can hang. He can be at that level. It's just, I don't know. It's just the division, in my opinion, is kind of holding him back. But let me know your thoughts on that. We had a nice little segment between Io and Asuka, where Asuka was basically on the Lelouch timing, making everybody hate her, so somebody can't surpass her, which was really nice. But I'm questioning, what would have happened if Kyrie didn't get released? I do think they still would have eventually done this whole successor thing with Io, because it's inevitable. She was going to win anyway. It was just a matter of when and where. But I'm curious, if they didn't release Kyrie, right? Do we get a Kyrie versus Io feud for like the successor title? You know, I guess you could have ran with the storyline that Kyrie got jealous of Io, right? Of her being the successor and not her, despite everything that she's been treated. That would have been really nice, but obviously she's not here, so we're not getting it. But I'm very curious to see what we could have gotten out of that. I think it would be very interesting. Speaking of very interesting, we got a match versus Sol Ruka, right? Io versus Sol on free television. Well, it's not free, it's on Netflix. But on a random Raw, for all intents and purposes, we got a banger match. That's what we need more, right? We need more non-storyline, non-long-term anything. Just a simple great wrestler versus great wrestler, go wrestle. I need more of that. You know, it's really nice change of pace, especially considering that right now Sol Ruka is kind of struggling a little bit. It's nothing major. I'm not saying she's looking terrible or anything, but she's making a couple mistakes here and there. So getting her on TV, as well as many other people just on TV, just wrestling, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It benefits everybody. We get a banger match. They get experience, especially considering there's no more house shows anymore. They barely do it. They do it like every once in a while, so they don't really get that many reps. So just doing matches like this benefits everybody. So need more of that. The match was great. Need more. But one thing that didn't need any more was the Mask versus Mask El Grande versus El Grande match, because Dom defended his AAA title that he has seemingly had for a very long time. I remember him having it like what? Since Money in the Bank last year or something like that, or around that time. Like, he's had it for a while now. So I thought, okay, maybe they're doing this Mask versus Mask match, that's going to be a very big deal. Maybe they put the title on there, but he lost. Obviously, shenanigans out the wazoo. It was going to happen. It was never going to be a clean match either way. But I guess considering it's a Mask versus Mask match, that's already like the biggest thing going on over there. They didn't really need it, so it makes sense. You could have added it, sure, but like it's already a Mask versus Mask match. It would be a little conflicting to have the title on the line as well. It'd be a little weird, so it's fine. It's cool. That match is going to be excellent. I don't really watch too much AAA, but I heard Undertaker is cooking down there. He's cooking, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Let me know your thoughts on that. Should I check that out? Let me know. I love it when kayfabe uses real world logic, because week after week after week, Oba has been dominating everybody. So when you have an open challenge, who on earth would accept the open challenge? You know what I mean? Like, not many people are going to accept an open challenge to fight Oba Femi, and nobody accepted it. right? It makes sense. Who on earth, who would want to fight this man? I don't think anybody with a sane brain is fighting Obafemi willingly of their own volition. That's not happening. So when Adam Pearce comes out, he's like, hey, nobody accepted it. Obafemi said, you know what? Somebody's finna accept this. So he goes backstage, finds the first wrestlers he's seen, which was Los Garza, who came on Raw and said, yeah, we want a new opportunity. We got something special for you. Boy, oh boy. Did they not know? Jesus Christ. But he packs him up. It wasn't close. I don't think they even threw a punch at all. Like, it was just, like, it was like a 2-minute squash match, which is fine. I do want to see some actual storylines with Oba, but for right now, we're doing good with the open challenges. I'm very curious to see how they continue it. Who is going to accept it next week? Is anybody going to accept it next week? You can bring some SmackDown guys over, some TNA, some outside guys. I think that'd be really cool. Expand the range a little bit outside of just Raw, because, you know, you got something special. Capitalize what you got on top. And in the main event, we have the Roman Reigns appreciation, acknowledgement, whatever you want to call this ceremony. And it wasn't even a ceremony, it was just a brawl. Usos tried to reason with him. He wasn't listening, packed him up. Fatu was spamming that death grip. The same way Sukin was spamming them slashes. Like, it was insane. That man has no move. It is straight death grip. Every move in his repertoire is death grip. He ain't got nothing else. Okay, forget Hadouken, forget Shoryuken, nothing. It's just death grip. Okay, it is insane. That's his whole moveset. Death grip. This man is spamming it. But he packed all three up. Like really packed them up. Like, not even, Roman Reigns had a little bit of a back and forth, but for the most part, he got dominated. So I'm very curious to see how he's going to lose at Italy, because he's not winning, right? If he wins, that would be genuinely surprising to me, but I don't see him winning that. So it's just a matter of how, you know, do they Usos get involved finally? Because now he packed them up now, so maybe they have an excuse to get involved. Maybe they do another, like, same thing he did with Backlash, like a roll up kind of thing, or a sneak thing. We barely wins. He could do that. But let me know in the comments, how do you think Roman Reigns is going to beat Jacob Fatu? Let me know. And while you're down there, like and subscribe, hit that naughty bell for more wrestling videos. I really enjoyed this episode of Raw. This was nice. I have nothing to really complain about. I enjoyed it. But let me hear your thoughts on the comments. Like and subscribe, hit that naughty bell for more wrestling videos. This is Eli signing out. Peace.